plot unfolds as friends excitedly plan their upcoming field trip to a famous attraction, Deadman Wonderland. It seems like just another ordinary day for Ganta until a sinister turn of events occurs. A mysterious figure in red suddenly appears, annihilating Ganta's classmates and leaving him as the sole survivor. To add to the chaos, the man in red implants a strange red orb in Ganta's chest before vanishing. As Ganta regains consciousness in a hospital, he finds himself accused of the gruesome crime and visited by the police. Among the officers is a dubious lawyer who pledges to defend Ganta in court. However, this lawyer's true intentions are revealed during the trial when he frames Ganta with fabricated evidence, resulting in a death sentence for the protagonist. Now a death row inmate, Ganta is sent to Deadman Wonderland, the same attraction he and his friends had planned to visit. Ironically, this facility doubles as a prison and a publicly funded Coliseum-style penal colony. In this nightmarish wonderland, all inmates wear neckbands that monitor them 24/7. These neckbands also release poison into the wearer every minute. To counteract the poison and avoid death, they must eat special candies every 3 days. More details on these candies will follow later. On Ganta's first day in Wonderland, while working in the yard, a strange white-haired girl named Shiro approaches him. She almost tries to kill him. Then, in a seemingly non-accidental event, a bomb explodes, destroying one of the buildings. Ganta and Shiro are directly under it. It's as if someone is testing Ganta. Ganta still doesn't know who is behind all this. As large debris falls toward Ganta and Shiro, Ganta vows not to die. The orb in Ganta's chest activates, and his blood forms a weapon that shields him and Shiro from death. The scene then shifts to an ominous figure. This figure is revealed to be the lawyer who is actually working for the prison. He was responsible for the bomb detonation and has a strange fascination with Ganta. However, his overall goal remains unknown at this point. This incident highlights how terrible a place Deadman Wonderland truly is. Ganta and Shiro join a dog race show in Wonderland. The winner of this game earns 100,000 cast points, CP. This is the prison's currency. Each life-saving candy, mentioned earlier, costs 100,000 CP. Ganta's main goal is to collect enough CP. He needs to buy candy before falling victim to poisoning. Ganta and Shiro play this dangerous game. They face risky traps and lethal devices. In the final round, only 3 players survive. Ganta and Shiro are among them. In a crucial moment, Ganta forgoes the winning prize. He does this to save Shiro. This creates a touching moment. However, it means that Ganta will die in a few hours. He has no money and no candy to stop the poison in his neck. This is when Yo, Ganta's cellmate, steps in. For reasons unknown, he is fond of Ganta. He gives Ganta candy for free and even treats him to ice cream in the yard. Surprisingly, the man in red appears again and starts terrorizing other inmates. Ganta, filled with rage upon seeing the man in red, activates his powers. He fires a blast of blood energy, which drives away the killer. In the following scene, a group of important-looking people sit at a round table. They discuss matters related to the prison. One of them is the lawyer, now known as Tamaki, the promoter. We also learn that the man in red came from inside the prison and is their biggest secret. Shortly after, Tamaki talks with Yo about Ganta. It turns out Yo is working for Tamaki in exchange for CPs. After the incident in the yard, Ganta ends up in the infirmary. There, he overhears inmates discussing a mysterious man in red restraints. This man is permanently locked in the G block due to his destructive abilities. Ganta suspects the red man is in G block. He hurries there. At the same time, the head warden starts a prison lockdown. This happens after the red man incident. The objective is to capture and eliminate Ganta. Ganta makes his way to G block, with the head warden pursuing him. Shiro and Yo are with Ganta on this journey. Yo quickly tells them there is no G block. The prison only has 6 blocks, A through F. Shiro, on the other hand, knows the hidden G block location. Now, they move towards their destination. A killer robot is chasing them. After some time, they finally reach G block. Just as the killer robot is about to attack them, the man in the red restraint breaks out of G block. He destroys the killer robot and makes a dramatic entrance. Ganta faces Senji, also known as Crow. Senji uses the same blood techniques as the red man and Ganta. However, Ganta quickly realizes Senji is not the red man. The fight comes to a halt. During the fight, Senji reveals that a few people in the prison can also use the same blood technique. They are called Deadmen and are infected by the branch of sin. This infection allows them to use their blood as a weapon. The facility's guards quickly arrive at G block and fire tranquilizers at Senji and Ganta. This puts both of them to sleep, but they will meet again. Ganta finds himself in the infirmary once more, but this time, he meets the lawyer who started everything, Tamaki. Tamaki explains to Ganta what will happen next. First, Ganta must participate in the corpse carnival. If you thought the dog race or any attractions in Deadman Wonderland were brutal, you haven't seen anything yet. Ganta's feigning allowed him to surprise Senji with his blood scythe, which knocked Ganta out momentarily. However, Ganta got up using sheer willpower and quickly devised a plan. He shot his blood into the air, breaking the chains of a large object overhead. But he easily sliced it apart. In that brief moment, Ganta closed in on Senji, gathered a powerful blood energy in his hand, and fired it point blank into Senji's chest. This blast sent Senji flying, leading to Ganta's victory in the fight. However, the losers who survived the match would still face punishment. After his victory, Ganta rested on his bed, and a nearby TV broadcasted the punishment for the losing fighters. He saw Senji lose his right eye, which left Ganta shocked. Soon after the first match, Ganta's second fight began against Minatsuki, who turned out to be Yo's sister. Yo had entered Deadman Wonderland to rescue her. In Ganta and Minatsuki's battle, Yo sneaked onto the stage, and they shared an emotional family moment. Then, Ganta ended the match with a headbutt. In the second half of the story, the focus shifts from the corpse carnival to a revolution. After Ganta's match against Minatsuki, Kariko, another Deadman, asks Ganta to join Scar Chain, a group of Deadmen aiming to destroy Deadman Wonderland from within. This is when the Undertakers enter the scene. They are a special task force, created by Tamaki to fight the Deadmen, made up of the prison's most notorious criminals with the power to neutralize Deadman's blood abilities. Once Ganta agrees to join Scar Chain, he meets Nagi, the group's leader, who shares their escape plan with the team. The plan coincides with the annual prison inspection conducted by the government. This allows them to take advantage of weaker security during that time. The day of the escape finally comes, and the plan involves Nagi, their leader, and Rokuro, their spy. They go to the control room to activate the lift that will lead the other members to freedom. Ganta holds a chip containing evidence of all the terrible events that have occurred within the prison. Their goal is to expose this information to the world. They want to shut down Deadman Wonderland for good. However, the task won't be easy for them. Nagi and Rokuro face a child undertaker named Hibana. Meanwhile, the group is chased by an acid-spitting killer robot. To make matters worse, Rokuro reveals himself as a double agent in the control room. He is actually working for Tamaki. Nagi narrowly wins a close battle against Hibana. After that, he punches Rokuro in the face. This allows him to activate the lift to the outside world. Unbeknownst to them, another Undertaker named Ozumi is waiting for them on the other side. Many group members die due to these unexpected ambushes. The chip Ganta holds turns out to be a bomb. They manage to avoid catastrophe thanks to Shiro, who throws it into a fire. She gets injured in the process. These events escalate to a critical point. It is revealed that Tamaki is the prison director's son. Additionally, the director has connections to Shiro. Surprisingly, the director's ultimate desire is to be killed by Shiro's hands. However, it's not the Shiro we know. It turns out she has a split personality. This other side of Shiro eventually kills the director. It's not explicitly stated, but she might also be the Red Man who killed Ganta's entire class and implanted the red orb into Ganta. With the director dead, Tamaki becomes the new director of Deadman Wonderland. The story enters its final arc. Nagi is captured, and the remaining Scar Chain members gather in their secret hideout. Ganta is mad at Shiro for throwing the chip into the fire. He doesn't know the chip was a bomb at this point, which is why he's upset. While Nagi is being drugged by Azami the Undertaker, Rokuro the double agent arrives at the secret hideout with some Undertakers to eliminate the remaining Scar Chain members. The group learns that the chip was a bomb when Rokuro reveals the truth. Feeling powerless, the Scar Chain remnants are captured with ease. However, another Deadman comes to their rescue, Senji the Crow, who swiftly defeats all the Undertakers. After that, the group attempts to recruit him to their cause, but he refuses because he prefers to be on his own. Feeling powerless, Ganta seeks Senji's help to train him before they launch their next attack. While Ganta trains with Senji, the group carries out their attack without him. They don't want him to be involved anymore. Just like the previous attempt, this attack also fails. Kariko and Shiro, who happens to be present, are captured. Their capture is broadcast to the entire prison, alerting Ganta. He then rushes to save Kariko and Shiro. When Ganta arrives, he is met by numerous Undertakers led by Ozumi. Nagi has become an enemy due to the drugs administered to him. Nagi causes chaos at the scene but quickly regains his consciousness. Now it's Ganta and Nagi versus Ozumi. Ozumi reveals his trump card. This blasts a hole in Nagi's stomach. He also stabs Kariko in the chest, which angers Ganta even more. In a desperate state, Ganta unleashes a final blast. This decimates Azami, resulting in their victory. After the battle, Kariko and the others escape the place. Tamaki still runs the prison. Ganta and Shiro sit on a rooftop, continuing to dream of leaving this nightmarish place and riding the Ferris wheel together. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more videos just like this. Thank you for watching.